Hi, today I'm going to tell you a story. It's a financial story because, in fact, I used to be you. I am a twin of yours. Actually, I went through the journey you're going through. My journey did not start at the top, or did it? It started midway when it came to finances. It started in the trenches. It started in the bottom, way at the bottom. When I started my financial journey as an adult, there was very little bit of money to go around, but there were quite a lot of expenses. So I had to put my thinking cap on. I became a seeker. In those days, we did not have Google, we did not have the internet, we had nothing of that kind, but we had the library. So I spent a lot of time in the library learning, digging, finding, teaching myself, constantly looking for ways to implement some sort of a saving plan on this tiny income we had. In those days, when you got a raise, it was $3.50 every 6 months. Of course, the salary was small, the rent was small, but it was a lot bigger than the take-home pay of a week. So how are you going to come out of this mess? This was the question for me and my husband. We knew we wanted better. We knew we desired a better life, a better financial life. We knew what a better financial life would enable us to do. It would enable us to have some choices about what we're going to do. It will enable us to make a difference in our lives and in the lives of others. It would enable us to live a fulfilled life. A life where we felt we work, we save, and we can have a chance to have different experiences because we would have built a savings. But there were no teachers in these days. As I said, no internet, no Google, no YouTube, nobody. You were on your own. You were lucky if somebody talked about it with you as an adult. I had the training as a child and observed it with my parents, but I never had to implement it. I never knew what it was. So we decided to figure out, when we had read several books, how our income can go into our expenses and come out with a balance, with money in there. So that's how we thought of it. We didn't think of the expenses going into the income. We thought the income going into the expenses, and the income would come back with extra left. So it was a little bit reverse thinking, but remember, we didn't have the tool. So anyway, we figured it out. It still worked though, backwards, but it worked. So we had this expense that was a lot bigger for the entire month, and no car, so no gas, but we had to have tickets for the bus and all of this. So anyway, we sorted it out. We started to save $1.75 every 2 weeks. That was all that was left. Yes, it was cheaper too for rent, cheaper for groceries, cheaper for transportation, cheaper for shopping, cheaper for everything. But everything was also cheaper. Your income was also small. So $1.75 it was. And that was the beginning of the savings. I remember taking my lunch with me and going to the Ontario Government Employees Credit Union, sitting there across from this lady, and she had to fill out these tons of papers, so they would remove $1.75 from my paycheck every 2 weeks. It took an entire hour, but it was done. And that was great. We started just seeing it going on, but it built and it built and it built. And whenever the 6 months came, I got my raise. Whatever was left after they took taxes of the $3.50, I went back and had her added to the $1.75. My husband got a 25 cents raise on the entire week of working. We took that 25 cents and we saved it also. After a few years, that amount of savings grew. And one day, we realized we were actually saving $80 every 2 weeks. It felt like we had hit the jackpot. We sat and looked at it and started laughing and crying, because we realized we were getting close to that magical $5,000, which would be the down payment for our home. That's what we knew we needed. And that was so marvelous. So of course, we started to recalculate again. By then we were better at it. We cut a few things off, and then we decided that was one of the best things we could do for ourselves. And then we were able to save some of that money again. So anyway, this is where we are. And that's why I'm telling you, learn to do it properly. Get a teacher, get a mentor, get a financial planner. Ask questions, never stop asking. Cut down on your expenses, build a saving. It doesn't matter how small it is. What matters is that you've started. And that's why I'm able to teach you, to encourage you, to empower you, because I know what it was like. So when I'm talking to you about finance, I have been in the trenches with you. I have been down there with you. And this is why I am able to tell you, start, begin. We all have to do difficult things. And it's a difficult thing to realize you have so little bit of money to save. But at least you're trying, you're saving a bit. It's not the giant shower that actually waters the lawn. It's the tiny constant drizzles that soaks into the grass that gives you the beautiful green grass. So come join me and learn from me what I did to become me financially. And I'll take you on the journey. A journey where you can live a fulfilled life, have a home of your own, drive a car of your choice, go on more than one vacation per week, per year, and save all the money you want and have a debt-free life. But you must begin. Every journey requires the first step. If it's 1,000 steps, well, you need to get the one step in place before the other 999 steps will come. So I hope this short video encouraged you and inspired you to try. If you would like to know more, send me an email and I'll be happy to help you and to show you how. Now, remember, you need to start as soon as possible, like today. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Take care. Bye.